Darwin, did you get any?
Yeah. Okay.
Tracking farms.
Can you turn the backlight on, see if we can turn that middle light off and see if we can see the screen better? It's right here. Yeah. Now, turn the back, the one in the middle. There you go. Let me zoom in here. I know. Normally, we wouldn't have had any extra chairs. Jesse, you didn't pass these down. There's 2 pages per person. Do what? 2 pages. So like that would be. Thank you, sir. Getting on here we'll have to, before it's validated, we'll have to add what we want to do. Phil, will you please? Let's read that whole thing. All right. In just a second, I'm sorry. Sorry. Put my mic in front of you. Yes, she did.
Connie brought me here, I thought she had one.
All right, this time we're gonna call the county commission meeting to order. It's Monday, the 8th at 6 o'clock. It's a little past, but, we'll call the meeting to order. And, before we, call roll, it was not added on here to adopt the, committees. So the committees will pass that just a second ago. I need to add there towards the end, I guess, number 13, we'll drop it down to number 14, or we'll make it 12B here, 12.B, and adopt the committees. I'll need a motion and second to add that.
To suspend the rules.
Oh, well, we're not started, we're not ratified, or we've not adopted this yet. We're adding this before we adopt it. So we're adopting the committees, the 12B. You don't have to suspend the rules because we haven't adopted this yet. Philip, you made the motion on that. Second. Sound out loud, guys.
I would.
Donna. Second on that. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed likewise. I'm all for.
Motion to add.
Yeah, motion to add Philip. Donna second, all for.
No, what's the?
It's going 12B.
What's
It-
12B?
It's to adopt the committees, the standing committees. All right, Miss Victoria, we're gonna have, an invocation by Mr. Nathan Dale, if you please. Say, invocation.
Dear Lord, thank you for today. Thank you for Overton County. And we pray that you give each one of us leaders wisdom, help us to make decisions that will better the lives of every person that has an interest in Overton County. Help us to seek you for guidance. Help us to be more like you. I pray that you just watch over our EMS, our firefighters, our police department, our sheriff's department, and just be with everyone that works to make Overton County a great place. Pray that you just would be with everyone that's in this room and let them know that their worth and their value in you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Mr. Philip Talley's gonna lead us in this league.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, Miss Victoria, would you please call roll?
Excuse me, Randall Boswell.
Here.
Jesse Bowman.
Here.
Roger Carr.
Here.
Darwin Clark.
Here.
Nathan Dale.
Here.
Jeff Long.
Here.
Gil McCowen. Here. Patrick McCurdy.
Yes.
Robbie Melton.
Yes.
Greg Nivens.
Yes.
Cindy Robbins.
Yes.
Donna Savage.
Yes.
Philip Talley.
Here.
Geraldine Walker.
Here.
Shane Walker.
Shane was here and had a family emergency and had to leave. So all is here, all present besides Shane, which had to leave for a family emergency. Number 5, we'll approve the minutes for the Monday, August 11th. Yes.
Before we get to that, I'd like to make a motion to remove item 8 from the agenda because there's not enough information, I feel like, for me as a commissioner to make an informed decision on this. I don't see where it was ever passed by the budget committee in this packet. I also started asking questions because there's no information about the cost or anything in the packet. And when I started asking information about these units that we're wanting to buy, and I agree, we do need new units, I agree with that. But why did we not get, why is there not another quote besides this one that we have? And in asking those questions, I did find out that there was another quote that you got, right, from another company.
This is sole source for that particular item.
But
If we
we,
decided to change monitors, which is not something that we will do, then there are other companies that make other monitors, but this is a life pack, and that's what we need to go back with. And they're the only company that has.
just let me call the order right quick because we haven't got down to number 8 yet. Because we've adopted it, and everybody's here. We're on number 5, so let's get down there to number 8 before we start discussing that, okay? Let's,
I thought you could make a motion to remove an item if you haven't approved the minutes yet.
well, when you do the roll call and you start the meeting, it's adopted automatically. That's the reason why we added that before everything was already done. But you can do that when we get to number 8 anyway.
Okay.
If we get down there to that, okay? So, number 5, approve the minutes for Monday, August 11th, 2025 County Commission meeting. Cindy Robbins makes a motion.
Hold on about that one. You got a question?
No.
In the minutes, did they not put down the general public's, comments or anything, Steve? Victoria, do you not keep up with
I
that?
didn't put all of, the comments, no, I didn't.
Need a second. Patrick seconds. Any other discussion on that? All four say aye. Aye. All opposed likewise. Fours have it, motion passed. Number 6, consider approval for the food grant forklift to be awarded to Toyota Mid-South for $44,191.24. This has been approved by the budget committee. This was part of the grant from the food grant. Randall makes a grant.
That's for the.
Yeah, it was in their proposal.
Buying trees.
Yeah, it was in their, what they was to get in their grant. Second, Nathan Dale. Any other discussion?
I have a question.
Okay,
Back here, from the Toyota Material Handling, the mid-state there,
Mhm.
you've got two different, it's a bid packet in the amount of $4,998.95, and then one forklift. Now, that was electric pallet jack.
there's a
How come
hand
that's not on the,
forklift.
how come that's not with this?
The hand forklift,
Yeah,
hang on, let me get to the pallet jack. The pallet jack didn't cost, it's not where you have to,
that you didn't have to bid out, I understand that,
Uh-uh.
yeah.
so they were getting that in their bid packet anyway, that,
Okay,
because that 44,000 is over 25,
yeah,
we have to adopt, or accept it in court.
right. And you have only one bid for that, right?
Well, we went to multiple, but we went state bid, I do believe, is that not what we did? No,
We received one bid.
That's what I thought. We just received one bid on that, right?
we've been working on this for how long?
Long time, I
A
know.
long time. Sorry, any other questions, discussion on that?
But the grant was for enough to pay for both?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was in the grant of what they wanted and the value of what, they were to receive for it. Ms. Victoria, will you do roll call on that, please?
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Philip Talley.
Yes.
Donna Savage,
Yes.
Cindy Robbins,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
I don't think you heard it.
oh, sorry, Robbie Melton,
Yes.
Patrick McCurdy,
Yes.
Gil McCowen,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Nathan Dale,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Roger Carr,
Yes.
Jesse Bowman,
Yes.
Randall Boswell.
Yes. Yes.
All four. Number 7, consider approval for resolution, 2025-09-08-01 for the appointment of judicial commissioners. This has been approved by the Public Safety Committee. I'll need a motion in a second.
What exactly are we voting on there?
The resolution for the judicial commissioner,
So how
which
many,
should be in your packet, it'll be number 7.
how many was hired?
Who is the chairman of the, public safety? Randall, would you like to explain the process of the judicial commissioners and the public safety?
Okay, I wasn't here last Thursday, but, meeting, Jeff is co-chair, so he would, be the one to, cause I don't know what happened in the meeting.
Jeff, would you like to explain what happened in the last meeting?
It
about-
was just brought before us that she said that she needed just 2 people to work it, and that's how it went. That was what was voted on.
2 people besides her.
No, it should just be one, her and one more.
Okay. Okay, I got a comment, I didn't know what was going on.
So the resolution is number 7, the page 7 and 8 there, page 8, it shows, on the back there, shows, how much the pay is and, who was hired. I need a motion and a second.
I'll make the motion.
Robbie makes a motion, second by Philip. Any other discussion? None to be had. Miss Victoria, will you do the roll call on that, please?
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Jesse Bowman,
Yes.
Roger Carr,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Nathan Dale,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Gil McCowen,
Yes.
Patrick McCurdy,
Yes.
Robbie Melton,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Cindy Robbins,
I'm gonna pass on this, I don't have enough information.
Donna Savage,
Pass, conflict.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Shane, sorry.
Yes, sir. So we have all four, Cindy passed and, Donna had a conflict. Number 8, this is where we consider the approval of the ambulance service to get the heart monitors from Stryker. This has been approved by the public safety and budget. Number 8 there, I know they did meet with the public safety and it was passed and, the co-chair, held a meeting in the budget. Did y'all accept that in the budget, committee, Greg? Yeah, so it was passed by the budget committee and it was passed by the, Public Safety Committee. Now, I did have a call for it to be explained, a little more. And, if we invite Chris to kind of explain, a little more about what Stryker is, and, what these heart monitors and things, the reason why we need them, that's the way we do.
I was contacted by Stryker. Stryker is the manufacturer and dealer and the only seller of the life pack monitors and defibrillators. Monitor, whenever you, Miss Lois here, she, care for me to tell them that? Okay. Miss Lois or any of these people here that have had any type of cardiac history in the past or will have in the future will benefit from these monitors. These monitors, number one, pulse oximetry, blood pressure, pulse rate. They also do 12 lead EKGs. They also, if, let's say that my heart rate fell below 60 and I was symptomatic, I had low blood pressure, I was critical, these heart monitors are also external pacers. So you have a pacemaker on you that will help save your life. They run the 12 lead EKGs to determine whether or not you're having an active heart attack or not. And of course, we send all that information down to Cookville, to the cardiologist. These monitors as well do defibrillation. So when your heart is in a chaotic rhythm and you need to be defibrillated, then we can administer defibrillation. What a lot of people don't know or understand is that in the back of an ambulance, you have a miniature emergency room. We actually teach the doctors advanced cardiac life support and pediatric advanced life support. Granted, they have doctors they know a lot of stuff. But when it comes to emergency medicine, you're well versed in this. And so that we can give medication and use that monitor to help save people's lives. They've been in use ever since I've been in emergency services for 40 plus years. This is the same monitor that the hospital uses. There are a lot of new features with this new monitor that are very helpful. For instance, the cardiologist in Cookville, Dr. Yatsinovich, he's my cardiologist. And I could, if I'm in with a patient and I want him to be able to look at that monitor, that rhythm, and make some determinations on treatment, I can send him a text message that he can be watching my monitor live, right there. That's one of the new features. Not only that, but our monitors, all of our monitors are 5 years old. We have two that are 9 years old. In replacing, it's recommended by, I can't remember the name of the institution, but basically American Heart, that says, you should replace your equipment every 5 years so that you have new algorithms, new software. An algorithm is basically a mathematical equation that looks at that heart rhythm, measures the distances in between the beats, how high they are, how small they are, and how they're firing to determine what that rhythm is. Now, all these guys, all my EMS guys are trained to do rhythm interpretation. They all went to 12-week class, they all go to critical care class, and they use this as a tool. But it also, replacing your equipment on a timely manner, as recommended, reduces the county's liability. So if we were out here and we had one of our monitors malfunction, and it was greater than 5 years old, and speaking with Ms. Lillian, and she can verify that we had this conversation in the budget meeting this last week, that increases our liability because we weren't taking the recommended standard and replacing that equipment as it should. So that gives us more liability. Now, this isn't something that we came up with all at once and said, hey, we need to replace all the monitors. Wouldn't that be a great thing? Stryker reached out to me and said, we're going to increase our prices in October. October 1, we're going up. They told me then between 5 and 30%. We found out in budget committee meeting the other night that it's 5%. A monitor defibrillator costs around $55,000. So that's $3,000 per unit that we would be adding to our costs. Not only that, but whenever we trade our monitors in, they give us $10,000 off of that price. And they were reducing that amount from $10,000 to $7,000. So that was $6,000 a monitor that we were going to lose, to a total of, and they did the calculations, of $52,000 in additional costs if we wait till after October 1st. And yes, I did query another monitor company. Buying these monitors, they're sold sole source by Stryker. That's the only company that sells them and manufactures them. I did reach out to Zoll and asked, hey, if we were to want to replace our monitors with something different, can you give me just a roundabout number? Their number was, without any warranty, was $512,000. $412,000.
415.
Was it $415,000? I'm glad you got it. I know where it came from now, don't I? And so, $415,000, where this cost was $420,000, I believe. And that doesn't make up that $52,000 stretch. And so none of my folks really want to go to a different type of monitor. They're well versed in the life pack monitor. We're very well trained on it. And so this is the only place you can buy it. Now this deal goes off October 1st. October 1st, no longer will be able to do it. And I didn't feel that I would be doing the county right if I didn't bring this before the county and say, hey, is this something you guys want to do, or do you want to let it go by? The Public Safety Committee approved it, and then last week, the Budget Committee approved it. I didn't come running up here and asking for, $1,000. It's 0% interest on either 3 years or 4 years, and we can even push it out 10 months if we need to, and we can have it on next year's budget. And in grant money that I get, if I find grants that are capable within a year, can help pay for this.
Yeah, what we agreed on with the committees is, we pass it to agree on it to push it out to the 10-month period or the 9-month period to put it on next year's budget. And that would give us that 9 months to save up the money to purchase it and the money that you get for the grants and things to go towards it as well. And they wasn't gonna go up in the price, it wasn't gonna charge any interest, and we didn't have to pay for it for 10 months. But we wouldn't get it until 9 months later. But,
Until all
and
of
they would lock in the price if we agreed to by September, the end of September. They had to know because October 1st, that's when the price went up and you lost it. That's what we were on.
Has paddles, flat light paddles that you could
Yeah.
shock the paper to.
Yeah, it's a defibrillator as well.
Right.
Well, I actually reached out to a couple of other counties, and I was told that, for instance, one county done the CBDG grant, and they got $450,000, and they actually bought these with that $450,000. Also, too, I discovered also too that the CBDG grant, they're going to discuss on October the 6th, Stephen, about maybe moving that amount up to $1 million on the CBDG grant.
Mhm.
So that they have you can use it, you can actually do it on here or go to it,
Right.
whichever one. So, we could actually look at something like that to help pay for this.
Could any of the opioid money be used on this?
Mhm.
Yeah, yes, I think so.
And those were all things that we discussed in the budget, opioid money, what was that other one? PBA money, CDBG grant money,
The COVID.
COVID money.
But that give us the 10 months to come up, but, I actually meet with them tomorrow, but I'll discuss that, but we can't receive any more CDBG until we get
Was-
already out there done.
Yeah, I know.
I make your motion, Steve.
Hang on.
Okay, sorry,
I'm
Joe.
sorry, I'm off the line. So everything that you described, this other company's monitors, I mean, it's, and I'm not a rep for Zoll, and I'm not about Zoll, but everything that you said, those monitors do, so why would, I still don't
That particular
understand why.
monitor that you have in front of you, that quote for that, is not being yet approved by the FDA.
It will in 2 weeks.
Is it okay for me to ask a question to somebody who gave me this information?
I guess, yeah.
So those old monitors will be approved by the FDA in 2 weeks. The quote that the county received from Zoll was for a total of $415,955. That was a quote for 9 defibrillators, not 8. So the price difference was quite
Maybe
significant
9.
whenever you looked at that.
What
So
does our quote say on
for 9, I have the quote
there?
Eight,
From,
yours is eight.
from Zoll.
no, I'm talking about from.
From Zoll. Just doing a price
Lifepack.
comparison. Yeah.
it's-
Just doing a price comparison with LifePak, the quote was given on 9 defibrillators instead of 8. So the price difference of $415,955 for Zoll for the initial 9 would actually come down to approximately $360,557. The products are pretty similar. I'll start out and say that I did work for the company prior, so I did have a prior conflict of interest, but I have not worked with them in over 2 years. I don't receive anything from them either. So with the Stryker, the 8 units and the 2 Lucases, they do offer us something a little bit extra for the county. A Lucas is a CPR, basically a CPR for you. So it's a very nice device. I used it, and I liked them also. It's a good device. And the price for that we'd be paying is $40,225 for those. So the price from Stryker, if I was reading my packet correctly, that's the reason I had questions if we had a competitor's price to compare to, was $484,746.70. I think that included the shipping that wasn't included on the previous page.
How many monitors do we own at the current moment?
8.
So this is,
So we have those 2 trucks coming in January.
how many monitors did we have approved?
Remember, we bought one last year.
So we already have one new one.
You know, one new one that we bought on the grant last year.
Okay.
And then the
That's for a
last
total
thing,
of 9.
the last
And
thing,
so
Hang on a second.
if I have 9 LifePak 35s and I buy Zoll, I have to replace it with 9 Zoll monitors, right? What do you think, 1 for 1?
yeah, they do replace the 1-for-1, and then they did also
And what's
offer a
your
device trade-in.
trade-in cost?
The trade-in cost was on the second page. You had a trade-in of $25,000, they gave you 1 credit on one of those, and then they gave you 8 credits on a 12 lead, priced at $6,900, for a total of a $55,200 credit.
So you're giving $55,000 for.
Plus the
for
additional
9 monitors,
$25,000
right?
for the
You're
nine
$55,000 for 9 monitors, right?
Did you receive this information, Chris?
Yes,
What
I did.
information you got?
Like I said, I wanted to see, we weren't doing bids. I wanted to see if the price would be substantial enough in order to replace and go to a different monitor. And talking with my folks, they don't want to go to a different monitor. They want a LifePak. This is also, I mean, we've already bought a brand new one. And like I said, it's not approved by the FDA. And I've been being told, I'm sorry, sir, it's gonna be 2 weeks for the last 6 months. So it might be 2 weeks, it might be 2 years. That monitor is not approved, and we're not gonna get it or use it.
How did you receive this information?
I reached out to Zoll.
You reached out to Zoll?
Yeah,
And they gave you the
They gave me the
county's
quote.
information?
They gave the quote to me, yes. It's public information. So whenever I reached out to them, my point is
They
the
gave
county
you a
could.
trade-in, they gave you all these statistics and everything, but how did you know that he had the quote on his desk?
I don't know that he had a quote. I was reaching out because I saw that Stryker gave a quote to the county.
But
and-
you automatically knew to reach out to the
Because
other
that's the
company?
competitor company, that's the major competitor to Stryker, am I correct?
So nobody told you to reach out, that's what I'm asking.
No, no one has told me to reach out.
Nobody told you anything about it, period, and you did it on your own.
This is correct. But I would like to say that if we purchased 8 Zoll monitors and 2 Lucases from Stryker, I'm not saying not
You have
to
to
get,
purchase 9 Zoll monitors.
I'm saying if we, are you saying 9's on the other quote?
We bought one already with
You
another.
have to
brand.
replace all of them, or
You
nothing.
have to replace 9 monitors
Okay. I wasn't aware
and
of
2
that.
Lucas devices.
Okay. I wasn't aware of that, I was just curious.
Well, maybe you should have come and talked to me, and I've been happy to share that information with you.
But yes, this was approved by the 2 committees, and with the 10-month option, to put it on next year's budget and to come up with the money, and that all the people is trained in it, they know what they're doing with it. That's the reason why everybody, passed it with the 0% interest and the money that we were saving. So that was the question.
Mr. Stevens,
Any other questions for Mr. Chris?
I don't have a question I wanted to add to.
Go ahead.
What we voted on was 4 years there, but not only is it pushed out to 9 months, but they're willing to take 4 years, split that up without any interest, 4 years of payments, and we'll be able to get grant money for those next years and put it
Yeah.
against it.
Also,
If we
in
don't-
the Stryker quote, it's 5 years of warranty and maintenance.
That's it.
And
Comes
these
with
5
Zoll
years
warranty.
will not have anything for warranty or maintenance other than the first year.
She said if you drop it and it smashes, they replace it.
Yeah.
If something breaks on it, they replace whatever breaks. If you took a sledgehammer to it, they're not replacing it, but if it was an option, is what she explained. I mean, we were there at the meeting. Didn't they bring it in?
I'll make a motion.
So we do have a motion to accept
And I'll second.
by Jesse and second by, Patrick. Any other discussion?
I'd like to point out that, being on the volunteer fire departments, you know, we went with air packs, when we go in buildings, the SCBA's. We went with cheaper ones in the past, and, you know, the gold standard's got, and some of the other departments, to save money, we went with a lesser product, really. And I don't think any of our firefighters have been happy with that, so, I'm for spending the money, to get the gold standard of, the machines. When you look at the price, it's about $20 a citizen, which is a lot of money. I don't think anybody up here is wanting to, you know, just spend other people's money frivolously, but, I think if any one of us up here would probably empty our bank accounts if it meant saving our children, or, you know, I think if it works for one person, it's probably worth that
You got that right.
amount.
Any other discussion?
We had Ms. Luann talk about, she mentioned something about liability.
Well, yes, if the American Heart Association says that it's to be replaced every 5 years, then if it's older than 5 years, obviously, there would be a liability if it didn't work or, you know, somebody died. And we talked about that the other night at the meeting, in the budget meeting, I believe. Does anybody have any questions about that?
So in 5 years, we're gonna have to replace them anymore. Same thing?
Is that a question? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was asking if in 5 years we will have to replace them again.
That's my understanding.
Any other discussion? If none, be had, Ms. Victoria.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Donna Savage,
Yes.
Cindy Robbins,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Robbie Melton,
Yes.
Patrick McCurdy,
Yes.
Gil McCowen,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Nathan Dale,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Roger Carr, Jesse Bowman,
Yes.
Randall Boswell.
Yes.
All four, motion passed. Number 9, consider approval for the ambulance service to apply for the state of Tennessee essential equipment grant for up to $150,000. This is at no match, and this has been approved by Budget and Public Safety Committee as well.
There you go, $150,000 right
I have a motion by Geraldine. Second by Cindy. Any other discussion on that? Ms. Victoria, roll call, please.
Randall Boswell,
there. Yes.
Jesse Bowman,
Yes.
Roger Carr,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Nathan Dale,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Gil McCowen,
Yes.
Patrick McCurdy,
Yes.
Bobby Melton,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Cindy Robbins,
Yes.
Donna Savage,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker.
Yes.
All four, motion passed. Consider approval for the following roads for the emergency purpose only. Gun checker off of Allen Sales Lane, Nash off of Curtis Nard Road, Pearl will be off of Tommy Dodson across from the Carmack Road, Middlebrook off of the Swallows Chapel Lane, Opal off of the Cravens Lane. This has been approved by the Highway Committee.
I'll make the motion.
Don makes a motion, second by Philip.
Stephen?
Yes,
Sorry,
ma'am.
Question about this. So these are, when it says for emergency purposes only, that just means that
Emergency purposes only, like emergency vehicles only.
the county
The
doesn't.
county doesn't.
No. Anybody else got anything on? All four say aye.
Aye.
All opposed likewise. All four. Number 11, consider approval for the Sheriff's Department applying for the Tennessee Corrections Institute grant for $15,000 for training. This is also at no match. It's been approved by the Budget Committee.
I'll make the motion.
It's on a motion, second by Roger Carr. Any other discussion on that? None to be had. Ms. Victoria, will you do the roll call, please?
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Jesse Bowman,
Yes.
Roger Carr,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Nathan Dale,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Gil McCowen,
Yes.
Patrick McCurdy,
Yes.
Robbie Melton,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Cindy Robbins, Donna Savage,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker.
Yes.
All four, motion passed. Next, as notaries at large, consider approval for Sydney Leanne Bledsoe, Christy Miller, Sherry Webb, Jim Evans, Briley Faith Honeycutt, A.F. Pat Officer, Jerry L. Wilkinson, and Thomas Wendell. And this, need a motion and second.
I make the motion.
I'll second.
I'm sorry, who's second? Robert? Any discussion? All four say aye.
Aye.
All opposed likewise. All four. All right, 12B would be the approval of the committees. Not much, not many changes at all, mostly the same. Just
I got
over here now.
that question.
Yes, sir.
Not gonna be a long discussion, but I see some's only on here like for 3 committees, or some's on here for like 9 committees. I just kinda wondered how you break it down.
Some want to do more than others.
Okay.
Some don't wanna do that many, and some's on a big committee, and that takes up a lot of their time, so it frees them up. Somebody to do a couple of.
I just kinda looked at there, it looked like it's kinda lopsided on some, but okay.
Well, Stephen, do you want to appoint the committee first and then do the nursing home and good board?
Yeah, if you want to, then we'll do the nursing home and beer board.
I'll make the motion.
Darwin makes a motion to accept. second,
I'll second.
Robbie second. Any other discussion on that? All four say aye.
Aye.
All opposed likewise.
No.
No.
Okay. That's 2 no's. Yes, yes.
I said no too.
Okay.
I said no,
Really?
Gloria.
Jesse, no. Geraldine, no.
Well, you're not roll calling, it's the ayes have it.
Lily, she knows how many she's got each one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can call, you.
You can call it off, that's fine, but don't roll calling on.
Cindy, Cindy, Geraldine, and Jesse voted no.
Nursing home, the first district,
I nominate Robin Melton.
Who said that?
Cindy,
Cindy.
second.
and second
Darwin.
by Darwin.
For District 1.
District 1. All four say aye.
Aye.
All opposed likewise. District 2,
I nominate Darwin Clark.
Wait a minute, who was nominated for number 1?
Robbie.
Robbie.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
Just nominate everybody at each district and then vote on it one time.
Well, you can. Yeah, we can.
District 2, what did y'all say?
District 2, Jeff made a motion for Darwin, and I need a second.
I second it.
Robbie seconded. And then we'll just vote all together, at the end there. Sorry.
And then we
Uh,
beer board on there too.
Third district,
Randall.
I'll second.
Gail second, Jesse, made a motion. And fourth,
I nominate Geraldine Water.
Geraldine,
I'll second that.
Philip, motion,
Second.
Patrick, no, Patrick made a second, I was just writing, sorry. Fifth district,
I'll nominate Donna Savage.
Don,
Greg Nichols and Cindy made a second.
Greg made a motion, Cindy second. All right, for your nursing home, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed likewise. So the nursing home will be as is, Robbie Melton, Darwin Clark, Randall Boswell, Geraldine Walker, and Donna Savage. Beer board, first district is, Nathan Dale. Robbie made a motion and Cindy second.
Say Cindy.
Yeah, second. Robbie made the motion, Cindy second. Second district,
I nominate Jeff Long.
Jeff. By Darwin and Robbie. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Third district,
Jesse Bowman.
Jesse.
I'll second.
By Randall and Jay. Fourth district,
I nominate Philip.
Philip.
I'll second.
Geraldine and Patrick. Pen's slacking on me. Fifth district,
Roger Carr.
Roger,
I'll second.
Donna, and Gary. Any discussion over this? All four say aye.
Aye.
All opposed likewise. All right. We need to do chair and pro tem.
Just answer what they'll do.
chair and co-chair.
It's all been for the.
Yeah. It's all part of the thing.
I'll nominate Stephen Barlow for chair.
I'll second.
Agreed, nominate me and Jason second. Any other? Protein.
I'll nominate Darwin Clark.
Who was that done the nominating, sorry? Don. And second? Cindy. Any other discussion on that? All four say aye.
Aye.
All opposed likewise. All right, chair will be, will be just like it was, Darwin's co-chair and chair. That's your committees. And, we will have comments by general public. If anybody has a comment, please.
I've got a question. How come you didn't advertise the budget meeting?
I'm sorry,
You
anybody else
canceled
have
it,
anything?
Or you said it was canceled, but you never did say when it was gonna be.
Anybody have anything?
You're not gonna answer me? Apparently not. All right, Stephen.
Scott Etheridge from Rickman. I think I'm mostly back up here tonight just to show that I didn't get intimidated by what happened at the last meeting. Be advised that these comments are related to items on this agenda tonight. And keep in mind that attachments are part of the agenda. Most of what I was going to comment on, we have already gone over, so I will leave that out. Except to point out, and to anybody that's ever bought a car under 0% interest, there's no such thing. That goes back to an APR. So just because somebody says they're selling you something at 0% interest, doesn't mean that you're getting it that way. Thank you.
Anybody else?
You not gonna answer me, Stephen?
Anybody else?
Go ahead, man.
Would you like to?
Yes, I'm Lori Reagan, and I was a former JC up until, I guess, tonight. And I have some things that I would like to, just kind of clear the air on. First of all, I do want to thank y'all for allowing me to be a JC. I appreciate it.
This is contained into the agenda, correct? Just wanting to, it's gotta be comment, come to the agenda, just wanted to make sure.
Well, I mean, this Exhibit 2 comes from my
Okay.
meeting with you. I mean, is that what you're,
If that's that's what I'm saying, just making sure we're pointing out that it is related to the agenda is what I was saying.
it's pertaining to the judicial commissions, the resolutions.
Okay, I just wanted to point that out,
Okay.
so everybody
All
knows.
right. So this is pretty lengthy, just bear with me. I'm not used to public speaking, I'm not the best public speaker, but I will get through this.
Lori, just be prepared to get 3 minutes, okay?
Well, I probably need longer than that, but I'll go quick, so listen. I recently attended a JC training through the JCAT organization in August of '25. While there, I received a phone call from a coworker, Lacey Savage, asking about the pay rate. I told her what I was getting, and she stated that rate is not what she was told when she was hired. Through our conversation, we realized that our supervisor, Brittany Rogers, had been calling both of us to go in for her on days she is on call, and we would not get paid for it. She collected the pay. 2 recent times this has occurred on June the 30th, and I'll skip to save time, and on July the 9th. And on July the 9th, the city called me stating they could not get in touch with Brittany and asked if I could go in. Once I arrived at the jail, I asked the officer, "Did you hear from Brittany?" He replied, "Yes, but she said to let you come on in, you were closer." Brittany never contacted me acknowledging or thanking me for going in. When I asked Brittany about it, she said she didn't have a missed call. Well, how did she have a missed call if she called them back? So she knew they called. Again, she collected the pay for this. This happens numerous times, and I had kept up with it until the end of 2024 when the other JCs came on board. And I guess at that point, she started calling Lacey or the other JCs more than me. I understand occasionally there are conflicts and we have to cover for each other, but this was not the case. It wasn't available or didn't want to go in, but still, she got paid. The JCs wanted to talk to Brittany about some issues, and when she got word that we wanted to discuss some things, she got very mad and sent a harsh text to Lacey. At this point, she sent a group message and said she would be at the jail in 30 minutes if we wanted to meet with her. Lacey and myself met her in person. Nathaniel, former JC, joined by phone. At this meeting, we discussed these things with Brittany, and she said she would look into us getting paid for when we go in for her. I also asked her about cutting my days. I did get 6 days per pay period, and it went to 2 per pay period. She told me that she was told to, and when I asked her by who, she said the Public Safety Committee, and particularly Mr. Boswell. Later, when I asked more about this, she said, well, he said if I were you, that's what I would do, and this is wrong whether he said it or not. It was retaliation. Brittany has been made aware that I was looking into the pay situation for the JCs and even asked for my research at the meeting the JCs had. She stated she would try and get me a meeting set up with Miss Lily Ann to discuss. I was basically wanting to know if the county had a policy stating why the pay rate is per shift and why we don't get paid once we arrive for active working hours and for training.
You have 30 seconds.
Well,
I'm just giving you a warning, I'm sorry.
okay. I'm not going to get through this, but I will gladly make copies for everybody. But I have learned that after our meeting with Mr. Barlow, that it was prompted a work meeting. That's what these things come from. And I was retaliated against, and I was not rehired because of my meeting with him and the things that I brought up. And I went to the meeting on August the 20th, was recommended. Y'all had the meeting on September the 4th. I got the minutes and didn't see anything in there to where I was not recommended. It was put through to the resolution without some people knowing it. And I have plenty more if anybody is interested.
Anybody else want to address any comments?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
since I was mentioned, can I say something?
You may.
Okay. In that meeting you're talking about, your supervisor, and I will not hire no dirty laundry in public, asked that, and I said, if that happened to me and I was supervisor, that's what I would do. So there's your answer for that.
Just because I questioned about the pay, Mr. Boswell?
I told you, we're not hiring no dirty laundry here. If you want to hire dirty laundry, we will get the lawyer, we'll go sit down some night and we'll talk about it.
I think we need to do that. I really do think that we need to do that.
You better get your own line.
Anybody else have anything? Anybody else have any general comment?
Well, on that, I mean, I can respond to some of that stuff as well. Like she said, it was not done fair. I did put in my resignation, but it's because I knew I was fixing to get fired.
Could you let everybody know who you are, please?
I'm Lacey Savage. I'm one of the other former JCs. And the same thing, like she said, I went in many times for Brittany, and I did not get paid for it. I tried to do the best that I could. I didn't get any more days. She made promises. She never gave us the resolution. There's many things and factors that a lot of you guys do not know about this job and what has happened with it. And it needs to be known. We were done wrongly on that, and then recommending us and then not recommending us. And it was not in the paperwork on the meeting, like she stated, that we were not recommended any longer. Granted, I did have my resignation in, but I knew it was coming. And I want to be well respected. You know, I do honest work. I'm an honest person. I'm laid back. Anybody here that knows me knows that I'm that way. But we were done incredibly wrong on this. And also because Ms. Rogers got upset with us, she too cut my days, because I reached out to another commissioner on something else. And that is retaliation. It's not fair that we were done that way. And also, you know, we never had any issues. There's nothing that's been said bad about us. We've always done well as far as we know. I never had anything brought to my attention, and even Daryl Wilson vouched for us that we did great on our work. But it does need to be known, and I would like to do, like he said, a meeting with the attorneys to go over some of this stuff, because it keeps being swept under the rug, and we were told this and told that, and it never came to surface.
We did have a discussion with Lori and I today, and I advised that we could call a meeting between her and, the judicial supervisor and the public safety committee, which is over the judicial commissioners. And you can address your concerns and stuff and talk about the questions that you had to them and ask those to that committee, because the public safety committee, in the resolution states that they are over the judicial commissioners. And then, that's what I had proposed, that we sit down and discuss it in a private setting.
It should be, as it should be, because, well, like Lori tried to reach out to some of the attorneys, Lillian, in fact, and she would not listen or speak or meet with Lori over some of the issues either. And it wasn't the issues with Brittany, in fact, it was over the pay part. Based off the state and federal guidelines, with us being actively on call, it's not meeting what we're supposed to be paid. And the same thing with the meetings and stuff, she brought all that up, and then everything that's in Exhibit 2 is stuff that we discussed and have brought up and even brought to Ms. Rogers' attention, and now it's in there, but we're no longer employed. So how is that fair?
I did address what y'all brought to me of concerns to the public safety. and
We know
that's
you
what they
did, because
want.
it's in this packet tonight.
But how come we weren't involved in the last meeting? We had no clue. We wrote down the meeting that we were told on the 11th.
This was a meeting with the supervisor.
It doesn't state that though on the minutes as well. We were confused on that.
Would the public safety chair like to,
The meeting that we had scheduled for last Wednesday did not get published in time to have it on Wednesday. That's the reason it was moved to Thursday. I was out of town Thursday till today. I talked to you this morning on the phone.
Yes, and he did explain that part too.
And,
But still,
we talked for a while, but there was no meeting, or no minutes on the meeting that we had with Miss Brittany and the attorney. It was the Public Safety Committee, Miss Lillian and Miss Brittany. It was a client, employee meeting. That way it didn't have to be published, nor there wasn't no minutes. And it was just, well, Mr. Clark Darwin, he was there, he is commissioner, he was allowed to be in the meeting. Any commissioner was allowed to be in the meeting with us, but it was a closed door meeting, and it was not published, and there was no minutes for that meeting.
if you're talking about the one on the 4th,
no, the meeting that they had?
No, the
see,
meeting.
that's what we're talking about, the one on the 4th. Because when we came to the last one, you guys announced and said that it would be on the 11th. We wrote it down in our books. And then all of a sudden, there's this one on the 4th, so we didn't get to come or attend or stand up or nothing.
I didn't.
The 4th. I'm not.
I wasn't there. That was the Thursday.
What,
See, there was a lot of
I don't have my
meetings
calendar.
You wasn't there either. That was last Thursday. But anyway, if
Our
you
meeting- our
would
meeting
reach
will be-
out, please, and we will set up a meeting and go over this. And, we'll bring everybody in and go over any questions that you may have, okay?
I think we will, and I will have proof with me as well.
I think Brittany thinks that we were out to get her, and that was not the cause of my meeting with you, and I told you when I come in, it was about pay issues, pay
Right.
for training, things like that.
Mhm.
That was the reason for my meeting.
We even asked her to come.
Yes, I did.
I
I sent her a
wanted to
text and told her I had a meeting.
Brittany Rogers is not here to defend herself.
Right, that's
No,
what I was
she's
gonna
not.
say.
Some of this is half-truths.
We need to move
But
forward.
isn't it a conflict for you, Donna, to even speak on this?
No, let's just
I
drop
don't
it.
vote on
It's
none of
been
that.
past three.
I know, but even speaking on it in general.
Please contact my office and set up
No, it's
appointments
not.
to go over this in a more private setting. Jack Steve. Glad to see you, sir.
I figured you all didn't have enough papers in front of you
kill
So
another tree.
I wanted you all to have some more. I killed 2 trees frequently. All just over the county. So what I'm handing you is some data from Think Tennessee. It's a nonprofit, nonpartisan organization based out of Nashville. They collect data on every single Tennessee county. And I'm not gonna have that.
That's a, here, don't you give them mine, I'll look at the paper. Yeah. She'll need for her minutes.
Actually, I have that.
Oh,
But someone missing today?
yeah, that's shiny.
Yeah.
That's what.
We had, somebody had to leave family emergency.
So, anyways, this is data specific to Overton County. And I hope you all, after this meeting, will read through it. If you've got any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. But I did want to highlight a couple of things. I know that a lot of folks struggle with housing affordability, especially rentals. But in comparison to other Tennessee counties, we're actually doing quite well. In addition, our childbirth rates, or birth weights, are exceptional. We rank number 2 across the state. We also do really well on uninsured population for Overton County. But there are some issues in the data. Only 18.8% of our residents have a high school or anything beyond a high school education. In addition, our median household income is at $39,737. We rank number 90 in the state for that. We've had some declines in reading proficiency. So I'm just sharing all this as you all make decisions. Of course, from a business community perspective, these are very important numbers, especially if we want to recruit industry to Overton County. But anyways, I'm not going to go through all of it. There's a lot of information in there. I think all of you know how to get in touch with me if you have any questions or if you want to work on any of these issues with us. But I thank y'all for your time. Is there any questions now?
You did a lot of work on that.
There's a lot of data in there. A lot of data in there.
So who was it that came up with the data?
So this is compiled by Think Tennessee.
Think Tennessee.
Yep. And they source all of their data through, very reputable sources, whether it be U.S. Census or health data or whatnot. And then they compile it for us, and that's what you're looking at is specific to Overton County. And it is in comparison to the other 95 counties in Tennessee.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Day. Does anybody else got anything for that? Mr. Robbins?
Announce our meeting tomorrow.
So,
We got the meeting tomorrow. There's a meeting tomorrow.
No.
No, it's that, okay.
yeah, there is a women, so one of the new initiatives we have launched is
Powered by women.
Powered by Her.
Powered by her.
It's for female entrepreneurs or people in the business world or people involved in the community. We cannot accept any more women.
It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
It is on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And we have over, I think, 50 women coming for our first little meeting, so we're excited about that.
Sorry about the date wrong.
Yeah, you're good. I think Robbie's participating and making sure we go. Okay. Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next meeting will be October 13th at 6 o'clock. And we will have it here. Any other questions, concerns from the commission?
Stephen, the emails, we need to work on that. Some of us are still not getting there.
The .gov email?
And, well, no, I didn't know about Governor Lee, there's half of us didn't know about Governor Lee, or we would have been there. When, I got the email after the fact.
We sent it out as soon as I got it. I knew just as soon as we sent it out. because
Yeah,
I
but I
was
got it
on
on
the-
like Thursday or Friday, and he was here on like,
I think the date, when I got the date was
The date was wrong? Well, I mean,
Bill didn't get it.
I asked other people and they said that they had got it. And it was
I didn't
sent
get
No,
it.
it's-
every
wrong. We got it,
I got it on a Friday.
so that was the day before, so I just assumed it was over.
Oh, I don't know, I just sent it, because I was going to the conference and I had Miss Taylor send it out. I had to come back to the meeting.
Yeah, I had on the twenty-sixth, so I called one of the other commissioners. He said, well, what's going on right now? And I said, well, see.
Can you forward that to me, please? Thank you.
Anyway, it's
I'll
had
look at it.
contact, no big deal.
I'm not gonna emails either, because I didn't
I'll
get
have
the
them,
agenda.
I'll have them to look it
I mean,
all, because they've got a
you
thing
get the
on
audit,
the, they've got a thing on the .gov thing that can tell if you're getting it, or if it's being routed somewhere else or something, they can tell, and I'll have them to look at it. Any, I'll entertain a motion to, motion.
Hey, I wanna ask a
Hang on,
question
no.
to the commissioners.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Mary, I'm glad you did, and I got it wrote down here,
Second
Philip.
that.
Hang on just a second. Philip made a motion, Nathan Dale second. Mary Ruth would like to invite all the commissioners and emergency personnel over to the First Christian Church on Thursday, September the 11th at 11:30. This is for their 9/11 dinner for all emergency personnel and county and city officials, and then appreciation for your service to the community. So that's 11:30 on Wednesday, or Thursday, at 11:30 on Thursday, September the 11th, over to First Christian Church in the basement, okay? And Philip motion, Nathan second. All in favor say aye. Aye. All.
I still wanna ask the
Now, you wanna